What's up, nerds and geeks? My name is OMGWTFLOLFTWBRB, and welcome to Suprcoker Sunday. If you are unfamiliar with Suprcoker Sunday is, well, it is one of the days of the week that I choose to play any game that I want, such as the ongoing series that we've been doing for quite a long time now, the arcade playthroughs of Cartoon Network Punchtime Explosion. This week, I'm going to be playing as Captain Knuckles from the series The Misadventures of Flapjack, excuse me, and this was actually a request by one of you nerds and geeks. And that was YouTube user Lifty Shifty Fan. So Lifty Shifty Fan, this one is for you. Thank you for your request. And remember, nerds and geeks, if you want to request any other characters in the future, go right ahead. So Captain Knuckles has a couple colors. He has a purple one. It has it's like a gold one, and then he has his black one. But of course, we're always going to be sticking to the original. Captain Knuckles caught wind of a sweet, sugary aroma the moment he stepped foot into a strange new dimension, and said, "Could it be? Is that the undeniable fragrance of Candied Island?" Yeah, sure. Mesmerized by the power of the savory scent, Knuckles was persuaded to find the source. That was my my Captain Knuckles voice. Hope you all enjoyed it. Now, an ongoing thing that we've been doing here in the Cartoon Network Punchtime Explosion, or even the Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 playthroughs, is I give you information on the character that I'm playing. So, of course, this time around, it's going to be Captain Knuckles. Now, I used to give you information on the characters, or the guy, the people that did his voice. I'm going to do that in this one, but it's only because this person hasn't done a lot of stuff. And the guy, his voice actor is actually pretty interesting. Like, I think a lot of you, I know I did, thought it was cool. But, unfortunately, like, with the Cartoon Network characters, I'm not going to be able to provide as much information as I am with, like, the Marvel characters from Marvel vs. Capcom, because this is the same thing with Capcom characters. But, anyway, allow me to stop talking, and why don't I actually give you some information on this character that we're playing. So, Captain Knuckles is actually one of the main characters in the series Misadventures of Flapjack, and he's described as, on Wikipedia, can I get this thing off of here? Oh, whatever. He's described as a washed-up and childish old sailor who claims to be the greatest adventurer the world has ever known. Nowadays, he prefers to nap and drink maple syrup while telling outrageous tales of past adventures and getting Flapjack wrapped up in his high-sea hijinks. In reality, his stories are either completely false or nowhere near as adventurous or amazing as he leads Flapjack to believe. As he leads Flapjack to believe, excuse me. He may not be entirely incompetent adventurer, however, he was able to steal the Mermaid Queen's heart and successfully escape her guards and gone wishing. He is a candy addict. He will do whatever it takes to get his hands on candy. Because of this, he is incredibly selfish, putting the well-being of himself and the acquisition of candy above all else. Because of his often selfish, rude, and openly villainous behavior, Knuckles has earned the open hostility and disrespect of nearly everybody in Stormalong, but is still respected by other pirates. Although he has a habit of taking advantage of Flapjack for his own needs, he is actually fond of him, and will often attempt to get him out of trouble when a scheme of theirs goes too far. He also defends Flapjack when others try to deceive him, something that he does on a regular basis. Most of his body is composed of wood and his hands are wooden. His legs are pegs and his behind, his sitting muscle as he calls it, is a wooden board. I would have never guessed that he was wooden. He is also made of parts stolen by other pirates. Because of his artificial body, he makes mechanical noises when he moves. Knuckles spends most of his adventures with Flapjack trying to find Candied Island. Flapjack often has to defend him when he's in trouble. It is revealed and Knuckles is a filthy rat that Knuckles' parents have been turned into seagulls by a magical genie, and Knuckles has been searching for that genie ever since. He is voiced by Brian Dole Murray. In the final episode, Thrump Van Orman portrays live-action Knuckles. Oh, there's live action. I didn't even know that. Alright then. A Flapjack video game was confirmed by the series creator Thrump Van Orman in spring 2010 for the Nintendo DS system, but when the show was cancelled, the game was cancelled with it. Also, Flapjack and Captain Knuckles appeared as playable characters in Cartoon Network Punchtime Explosion and Punchtime Explosion XL, as you see the game that we're playing now. Peppermint Larry and Candy Wife will act as assist characters, with one of the stages will be set within Bubby's mouth. 8-armed Willie appears as part of Flapjack's special attack. We shouldn't have said that because we're not talking about Flapjack, but whatever. Okay. And now I'm going to tell you about the person that did his voice. The voice actor was Brian Dole Murray. He was born on October 31st, 1945. He's an American comedian, screenwriter, actor, and the voice artist. And guess what? He is the older brother of actor / comedian Bill Murray. Bill Murray, nerds and geeks. If you don't know who Bill Murray is, I don't know what to tell you. Bill Murray's huge. Brian has acted with Bill Murray, his brother, in several films of him, including Caddyshack, Scrooged, Ghostbusters 2, The Razors, Edge, and Groundhog Day. He currently appears with a recurring role as Don Ellert on the ABC sitcom The Middle. He's known for his gruffy voice, and he has voiced the following characters. These are the only characters I could find. He's voiced the Flying Dutchman on Nickelodeon's SpongeBob SquarePants. He has a small role as the grandfather on Lloyd in Space, Coach Gills on Cartoon Network's My Gym Partner is a Monkey, Captain Knuckles on The Marvelous Misadventures of Flapjack, and as Maggie's dad on the Disney Channel The Buzz on Maggie. He has also appeared as Salty in the Family Guy episode A Fish Out of Water, the voice of Jack the Barber on King of the Hill, the voice of the mayor in Ghostbusters the video game, the voice of Qui the promoter in the 2005 video game Jade Empire, a minor appearance on the Disney show Recess during a yo-yo competition, and also voiced Prince Hugh on Adventure Time in episode The Hard and Easy. As of 2010, he has also voiced the grandfather in Comedy Central's The Good Family, and currently voices Jacob on Motor City. And that's it, nerds and geeks. That is literally all the information I could find on Captain Knuckles as a character. And Brian Murray doesn't have a lot of information on him too. I can name like a bunch of movies he was in, but that's like, I don't know. He hasn't really done much. Like he's famous, I guess. I mean, I don't know if anybody ever seen Wayne's World, because that's one of my favorite movies, and that was the only movie I can remember that he did that I saw, because I didn't know it was him, of course. But he played Noah Van de Ark, who was the owner of the arcade in Wayne's World. Simple as that. Right now we're facing Toilinator, which is kind of funny because that the person that requested Captain Knuckles also requested me to do Toilinator before I actually you know, commented back to him saying I already did Toilinator. And I hope you're watching this. I actually might personal message him just to make sure he knows that I'm watching it, just in case they're not subscribed. Either way, though, that's Candied Peppermint Larry and Candied Wife. Just thought I'd point that out, considering they're from the same show. The thing with him is you have to hit him, and he drops candy. I didn't really need it, so I didn't do it because I didn't want Toilinator to get it. But I think I hit him once. See, and the worst thing is I kept trying to get my like finisher in like the previous matches, his ultimate move, whatever you want to call it. But every time I'd get close to, they'd end up falling off. As you saw there, I was really close to getting it, and then Toilinator died. So, just my luck. Next up, we are facing Ben Tennyson, Teenager, and Kevin 11. And our partner is my favorite Cartoon Network character, Johnny Bravo. First person I ever played as. I kind of regret Bravo and Father and all that, but I don't know if I want to take those ones off and do them over because I don't know. I barely can find enough information on the characters now, so what's the point? I just wish I would have kind of done those guys before because I like them. I guess while I'm doing this, I'll give you my opinion on Captain Knuckles and the Misadventures of Flapjack. I guess I'll start off with the Misadventures of Flapjack, and this one's going to be simple. I really don't have much of an opinion on that show because I'm not gonna lie, I've never watched an episode of that. Like Captain Knuckles, Flapjack, and all the other people from that show on here. I have the wow, that was cool. I literally killed him with the same move. I literally have the least experience with all those characters because at least with Chowder, I've watched like an episode or two, and there's only one character from Chowder in here. I don't think I'm to my knowledge, I may have like seen like bits and pieces of an episode, but I never remember sitting fully down watching an episode. And I don't know if it was good or not. Obviously, the show did get canceled from what I read. It made it to 3 seasons, I believe, but... And I know, like, J.G. Quintel, who is actually... I don't want to say he's the creator of one of my favorite cartoon series nowadays, but I don't know what he was on that. He worked for it. By the way, I didn't just try to like put a subliminal message in your mind or nothing right there. I know it kind of looked fishy, but what it was is I paused and I didn't want to keep it in there, so I tried to take it out. Obviously, I didn't do a good job of taking it out. So no worries, no subliminal messaging here. But you know, I've gotten to know Captain Knuckles kinda in the game as playing it, and I base him off of this game. He's good. He's a good character. He's actually probably one of the best characters in the game, if I had to say anything. He has... Oh, that's why his arm was squeaking when he was doing that, because he's made of wood. I didn't know that, see? Either way, though, like, he's definitely a step up from Vilgax. Vilgax sucked. And then Vilgax, of course, was the character I did last time. He sucked. He was horrible. But Captain Knuckles is actually really good. I really enjoy playing Captain Knuckles because, I don't know, I have fun. And it's saying something when, you know, when in my actual Let's Play of the story mode of this game, that I didn't even really know who Captain Knuckles is, and I actually wanted to play as him. Like, I kept him on my team because he was good. So, duh.
Captain versus
next time we're taking Mac and Blue on from,
3, 2,
excuse me
1,
there, Geeks.
fight!
We're taking Mac and Blue on from Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, which is kind of, probably the last Cartoon Network show that I really watched before, you know, regular show and came out. I don't... Oh, shit, the Beetle Bros. I like, let's see what shows on Cartoon Network I like nowadays. I like regular show. I watch Adventure Time every once in a while. I like, The Adventures of Gumball. And, I like Mad, too, but I don't really tune into them. Like, I don't know. I like them, but I don't know. It's just so dumb to say. This is the problem with Captain Knuckles, or, you know, these people. I don't have experience with these new characters. Like, if I was playing, anybody but Knuckles, Flapjack, or Chowder, I'd have a little bit more to talk about with them, because I have an opinion on the character. I like Captain Knuckles, I guess, by my opinion. Just by going what I've read here and what I've seen in the game, I mean, I like him. I don't like Flapjack or Chowder, but what can you do? But, like, that's the problem, like, with this Nerds and Geeks. Like, this guy, like, no, like, I'm not bagging on the new characters. I'm just saying, like, I don't have an opinion on majority of them because, like, I grew up with different cartoons, and then, like, I started watching, like, Disney Channel, believe it or not. I still watch Disney XD all the time. Like, it's usually the channel on. Or I watched Nickelodeon stuff back in the day. But, like, I never watched Flapjack or them. Like, I think, like, honestly, the last show I ever watched on Cartoon Network, that, like, last cartoon-wise before recently, was, like, My Gym Partner is a Monkey, honestly. And the first time I ever watched it was actually in the hospital. And that's kind of what got me on the show, because I actually sat down and watched it because I was bored in the hospital and it was the only thing on. And my little brother Ethan was just born, so I was in there visiting my mom and all that. So, yeah. So I apologize for, you know, especially to the person that requested this video. But I apologize also for, you know, like, I don't know much about these characters. I do apologize for that. I never really watched their shows. If I was talking about him, for instance, which I've already done, I have an opinion on them. I've seen them. I grew up with that character. Knuckles, not so much. If it ever came on, would I watch it? Yeah, probably. Especially now that I know J.G. Quintel worked in it, and he cracks me up. And I like Captain Flapjack. I mean, not Captain Flapjack, Captain Knuckles. I like his name, too, because I always thought it was Knuckles, and then, like, Knuckles, and I was like, oh, it's not creative, but to me it was funny. They were acknowledging that, like, I don't know. I don't know what to say. I just thought it was cool. But, either way. Yep. Well, it looks like you're safe here, little girl, Captain Knuckles said to him. Bubbles stood next to each other. As he, whatever. At that moment, Buttercup arrived from a nearby portal, and the two sisters embraced. "I sure hope you find your island, Mr. Knuckles. Thank you for helping me," Bubbles replied just before. I'm not doing that Bubbles voice. She and Buttercup flew away, dismayed by the fact that he did not find Candied Island. Knuckles sighed. "At least I got another good story to tell Flapjack." I don't know why they didn't have like Bubbles or Buttercup there. They just had a picture of him hugging Flapjack. But either way, nerds and geeks, we did unfortunately not see some things such as his synergy. His synergy is with Sticky Beard, the villain from Codename Kids Next Door. And what happens is Sticky Beard summons a bunch of cannons, stands on top, and you. I like this actually. You have the choice of pressing A, X, or B, and you shoot candy at your enemy. I liked it. Is it effective? I don't know. I didn't kill Flapjack as you see here, but I thought it was a cool synergy attack. And another thing we didn't see is his ultimate, which we'll see in here, along with his alternate costume. His alternate costume is this creepy face. Don't ask me what it is, because I don't know. But I remember seeing it in the playthrough, and it creeped me out. So this is his alternate costume. He has a creepy face. His standalone X, he creates, I guess, a shedded version of his skin. I don't know. If the person touches it, they get stunned. As you see, I'm gonna push Chowder into it just to show you it stuns them. Let me see. His side X's, he does a tornado spin towards the opponent. As you see, he can do it both ways. What the nuts next? His down X, he does a butt bounce. He just flies up in the air and slams his ass down on top of you. And his up X, or special I should say, he does a twirling thing up in the air. And as you're going to see now, I'm just going to actually just be beating up on Flapjack trying to get some of those little cubes so I can get my ultimate up. Because I didn't show that either, and I actually forgot to show that when I was doing the synergy thing. But I do apologize that you're not going to be able to see what the ultimate looks like with his normal skin, because it looks a lot better with the normal skin than this one. If you want to see what he looks like with the normal skin on, I do the ultimate move in my my Let's Play, so feel free to go ahead and watch that just to see that. But here you go, nerds and geeks. This is his ultimate move. And creepy face. I don't get it. Have a good day, nerds and geeks.